Hello campers, we're going to do a little follow-up video on the bus because there's still some people that aren't quite understanding the layout of the bus. And I just want to do this real quick little real fast walk through here so everybody understands where everything is. And after that, I'm going to take this bus for a little ride if you guys like to come along. And we'll listen to it run, see how smooth it goes down the road. I'll take different shots of the inside while it's going down the road and shots over the windshield. You can hear how it runs, how it shifts, how it drives, how it brakes. And I think it'll be kind of interesting. So you guys are welcome to come along on that if you'd like. Okay, when you first come up the stairs here, you have your driver's compartment right here. And immediately to your right here, you have of the bathroom. The bathroom is it's 32 inches wide and 48 inches long. It has a 22-inch door on it, and the door is solid plywood. It has a porta potty inside and a shower with hot and cold running water on demand. Right next to the shower is a seating area. These seats are in their lounging position now. If you wanted to take this for a ride and you were carrying passengers, you'd want to remove this table, stow it by the other table, swing that arm against the wall, turn both these seats around forward so you can use the seat belts properly. And moving on up here, you have storage areas, two storage areas here. And they're about 80 inches long. And then you have a 78-inch twin-sized Murphy bunk here that folds down, and it folds down onto two stools. There's also a table that can be attached right here, so you can have the two stools and the table when the Murphy bunk is up. It's released with these two latches, folds down onto the stools. Then two pins need to be put in the back corners to keep it from rocking backwards. So that's where we're at on that. The camera right now is sitting on the queen size bed. The bed has fold up base on it where you can get underneath it for all the storage underneath. There's a 42-gallon water tank. There's a SureFlow RV pump in there. Right down here below the bed is a pull-out. It's a 54-quart Costway chest refrigerator, and it's 12 volt. And the power wall is right here, and that has all the switching for all these lights. Switching for the 12 volt here, switching for the stereo and the TV, and everything's fused and on a Blue Sea fuse panel. This is the galley here. It has a stove, propane 2-burner. It has a sink, stainless steel made by LK faucet, hot and cold running water on demand also. And there's storage under the sink with 2 double doors. And let me turn this around so you can see the seat. The bed. So there's the refrigerator. There's the queen size bed, full size, 60 wide by 80 long. This is the power wall. This is where all the switching is. This is where you turn your 110 volt for that plug right there. And has a little mirror there. Sink, stove. And it has under cabinet storage under there. And there's also a 16-gallon gray water tank under there for the sink. All right. So from the rear of the bus to the back of the front seat right there where that bar is 16 foot 10 inches. And from one side of the bus to the other wall of the bus on this side is 92 inches. So I haven't figured out the square footage on that, but you can figure that out if you're interested. And let's go ahead and get on the road. Okay, so first thing we're going to do here is we're going to make sure everything's in lockdown mode. I'm going to close these vents, double check this. Everything's locked. The lock's on the door there. Everything's secure. Locked in. Locked in. Check the the fan in here. Close that. This one was closed. I opened it. Okay, so we're ready to roll. Let's see. Windows are all closed. Yep. All right. Close the door here. Turn the rear view camera on. It does have a backup alarm. Fishermen have all the crab pots stacked up out there, kind of blocking the end, so it's been a little rough to get out. Okay, we're on our way. We're going to go through Crescent City. We're going to head up 101. It's a tight squeeze, but I can fit it. Got my seatbelt. It's a pretty rough road here. So, I got a lot of questions on how it would be to drive this thing, and if it would be good for cross country or whatever. So that's one of the reasons I, excuse me, wanted to take you guys out for a little ride. So I just stopped along the highway here and got the camera set up. You can see into the back of the bus somewhat, and we're going to go ahead and head on down 101 here, heading to Oregon, get some gas. Boy, there's a long line of cars coming up the road here. It's got pretty decent power to get up onto freeway speeds like that. We're going through the little town of Smith River right now. Doing about 45. I started off with a camera on the back bed so you guys can see it from the rear to the front, and I kind of goofed up, left one of the windows open, and the window was flapping, and I had some wooden spoons on a little triangle boulder hanging there. They were all clacking together like a little mobile or something. So, I'll probably still show it to you, but if you hear that noise, that's what it was. Yeah, we're cruising along about 45 here. You drive with one hand. It keeps its lane really nice. It doesn't do a lot rolling around or anything. It's real solid feel to it. I'll kick her up to 55 now. This isn't a real smooth road here either. This is pretty much kind of a medium road. It's got some few patch marks in it, bumps in it, little pits. The surface is kind of rough too. You don't get too much noise in here. I mean, it is what it is. It's a bus. But, you know, as far as the cabins I built and stuff, they're not real bad. You're not hearing any irritating squeaking or anything like that. Here's a smooth part right here. This is all brand new. That was it. Now it's back to the old road here. Yeah, the reason I come up to Oregon is when I left Crescent City, the gas price was $4 1/4 at the Texaco station. And you come up here 20 miles to Brookings, Oregon, and you can pick up gas for like, I think I got it for $3.44 last time I was here. So we'll see what it is today. It's well worth the 20-mile drive, especially if you're putting 50 gallons of gas in this thing. Saving 75-80 cents a gallon, that adds up. I'll turn you around and you see where you're going. Yeah, we're on North 101 near the ship ashore. It's a big RV thing that has a boat on the ground out here. I don't even think it's open anymore. It's still kind of neat to look at though. We're still in California. We haven't crossed the border yet. Okay guys, here we are. We're heading into the port of Brookings right now. The ocean's off to our left there. flawlessly so far. It is a little noisier than a decent truck because you're sitting up closer to the engine with the engine cover right here near you. But it's not that bad. You can listen to the radio and stuff. It's not horrible or anything. Oh boy, I need to be in the other lane. Chevron station's up here real quick. I'll turn on my turn signal, see if anybody will be nice to me. Thank you, sir. Guy backed off and let me in. That's good. I sure like it when there's courteous drivers out there. Okay, guys, I fueled up for 348. So that wasn't too bad. Beats the heck out of 425 over in California. Well, my work is done here. I'm going to head on back home. Let's see here, you little cricket. There. I just saw a cop fueling up here. It looked like he was in a Challenger TA. They mean business here. Well, I hope I'm not boring you guys in tears. But this ride was mostly just to give you a feel for the bus, you know. And I think it kind of did that. And hopefully it was a little bit interesting anyway. I know it's just been a lot of driving and messing around, but it is what it is. I can't even turn on the radio for you. If I turn it on, it'll try to Bluetooth and it'll screw up my video. And there's probably a walk around that, but I don't know it. I'm still learning so much about all this, I don't know what to call it, you know, the new cameras and computers. And I got my first laptop. I got myself a Nexus phone, all because my son ended up basically upgrading because he's kind of a tech nut. He likes all the good stuff. And yeah, so I end up with his leftovers, and they're just like they're brand new, and they're all modern. I mean, they're not old. They're not. How would you put it? They're not obsolete. This Nexus phone is actually a pretty nice little phone. Well, this is the second one he's given me. The first one, the stabilization on the camera was kind of glitchy, and it would jump around a lot. And I only had that one for about a week, and he gave me this one. Because he got this one, wasn't happy with it, so it was basically brand new. He bought this one, this phone, and a brand new one came out just after he bought it, and he wanted that one, so I got his new phone basically. He's a good guy, my son. And anyway, I'm still learning all this stuff. I know a lot of stuff about, a little bit about everything, but when it comes to tech, terrible. When I computerized my my body shop for the first time, which was in 92 or 3, and I had dot matrix printers, and I had the computers back then were just a joke, but they served the purpose. They would print out a collision estimate, no problem. You know, run that software. The time I left, I had 5 computers in the shop. I had a server, and then I had a mixing computer, and we had one set up as a something to read our frame discs, so you know we could get the frame specs for the cars. And yeah, it was getting pretty complex. Even the darn spray booth had a little computer panel on it to run the heating systems and turn it off and on when it should be, and setting temperature and setting the bake cycle. Yeah, one of the reasons I quit doing it was the complexity of it all, and also the insurance companies. Oh my God. I don't know how they can legally get by with doing some of the stuff they do. Not only to me as a shop owner at the time, but also to the customers, you know. They're supposed to put your car back to pre-accident condition. And boy, I really could get into this if I wanted to start talking about it, but they're just not doing their jobs, and they're I see them probably getting sued one of these days. If they were in such a powerful corporation, it would have been anybody else, they would have been sued by now. And they have been sued. I know one major insurance company that got sued over aftermarket parts. Parts that aren't original to your car, stuff that's made in Taiwan or Japan, you know, putting that lower quality, and it was lower quality, of parts on your car. Yeah, it's pathetic, but I digress. I'm not going to get into that. That's one of the reasons I left, so I could be a little more free and open-minded, not be under that thumb all the time. Just running the shop and the pressures you're put on from everybody in business, you know. Yeah, you almost cannot be an honest person in business, and I beat my head against the wall so long doing that I just decided to quit. It wasn't worth it. And I sure had some good guys sometimes, so, and I appreciated them. The good ones that I had, I really appreciated. And I think I paid them pretty good too. And well, enough of that. We're out driving around checking the van out. If anybody has any questions about the van or about the layout, you know, just get a hold of me on the comments, and I'll be more than happy to answer them all. And I was thinking also trying to draw a little diagram and attach to this so you can see basic measurements and the height. You know, like an overview from the top looking down. Even if it's a hand-drawn one, I can do a pretty neat job and put something like that on this so everybody kind of knows, you know, the distance between the bed and the, you know, the galley cabinet, how long the bus is, the width. I did give that to you at the very beginning of this video, but this thing's probably running long, and I'm back in California and heading home now, so I think I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'm not ending the video here. I might be putting that diagram on the end of this, so maybe some photos, who knows. I'll figure out something. So again, thank you guys for coming along, and I'll catch you on the next one, okay? Okay, bye everyone.